Hello and welcome to PepperAmmy's Kombucha Scoby Jerky video. To make this jerky, all you will need is a spare Scoby that is around 1/4 of an inch thick and some marinade. I'm using some pre-made marinade from the shop. I have a ghost pepper marinade and a chili and licorice marinade. Once you have the marinade and the Scoby, you can either cut up the Scoby into strips before or after the marinade. I highly recommend cutting it up before marinating, otherwise it's going to make it a lot harder once it's got the marinade on it. But you want to cut it into roughly 1 inch wide strips before adding to the marinade and placing in a bag for 12 to 24 hours. Now, as this is not a meat, you can do this at room temperature completely fine. In fact, it's kind of recommended to do so. When the Scoby has marinated for your preferred time, if you did not cut up your Scoby beforehand, now is the time to do it, but as I say, it will be tricky. Once you have your marinated strips, you want to evenly place the strips onto a dehydrator tray and allow to dry to your liking. Some people like them with a bit of moisture left in them, others will like them dry and crunchy. Personally, I like mine dry with a bit of flex to them. Now this is one of many things you can do to Scobies. As time goes on and I end up with more and more Scobies, I will look into doing other things with them. I know people kind of think it's a bit gross. There's a couple of people, not to mention any names, that don't really like them. Charlotte definitely doesn't like them. But yeah, you can make fruit leathers out of them, you can make all sorts of weird little things with them, you can add them to various things, you can make little gummy candies out of them. So in time, you might see some more Scoby related cooking recipes up on the channel. But anyway, that has been it for this week's video. I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I shall hopefully see you next week. Now you've made it past the end card, you have been rewarded to an Ammy trying Scoby for the first time clip. Now I cut off a little bit of a corner. I was a bit hesitant to try it personally, like first time, you know, it's a colony of yeast and bacteria, you don't really know what to expect. So I tried to offer a little bit to Charlotte. Charlotte basically told me where to stick it, so I stuck it in my mouth. And yeah, it was actually like surprisingly not bad. It kind of tasted, like it tasted fizzy because it's got like kombucha in it. It's actually got like fizzy kombucha in it because it lives in the kombucha tank. But yeah, it was kind of like squid rings, like if you've had like seafood mix with squid in them. It was kind of like that, but with like just a fizz to it because of the kombucha. It wasn't bad, in fact actually it was really nice, and it actually gave me hope to actually keep going with these like kombucha jerky actually, because it really didn't taste too bad. It tasted nowhere near as bad as I was expecting, and I actually highly recommend it. I wouldn't necessarily reach into my little Scoby brewing vessel and pull out a whole Scoby and just chow down on it, but for future Scoby related stuff, hang around and you might see some more. Now, if you've made it past the end card, welcome to the bonus Ammy tries Scoby for the first time scene. Now, I cut a little bit off. There we go. There we go. We've got extra stuff for the outtakes now. Now, because I've decided to do this little bonus after credit thing. Now, if you've made it past the end card, yeah, but see, this bit's non-scripted, so this is going to go on for a little while. But yes, I need to burp. There we go. I actually made it through this video with relative ease and then just burped at the end. Beautiful. Mwah.